questions for Madison Scott and Kennedy Todd-Williams.
Maddie, can you kind of take us through that moment where you ended up tying the game with 3 seconds left, your thought process, what was going through your mind and all that?
Win the game. That was going through my mind. No, the clock was running down, and, I just wanted to do whatever to help us get the win. So I just attacked with confidence. My teammates had confidence in me, throwing me the ball, and I just wanted to make a good play.
You guys, a second straight overtime win. What allows this team to thrive in those sorts of situations?
Toughness. We've been talking about it all year, and, especially down the stretch, in this last half of the season, we just want to continue to be out there and just be tough, play together as a team, and just come out here and just compete. For 40 minutes or however long. Doesn't matter. So I think we're starting to see that through and through with these last couple of games.
Ladies, how does this kind of win help you throughout the rest of the season, which is probably going into the most difficult part of the season until March? How does this kind of win help you get to where you need to be in March?
Well, this is a gritty win. The last 2 wins were gritty. It's winning by any means necessary. Coach O told us before the game this is going to take a total team effort to win this game. And that's how it's going to be. Finishing out February strong, going into March, making our tournament run. All of our goals, everything that we want to achieve is going to take us being all in. Together. It's going to take toughness. It's going to take competing for 40 minutes or however long it takes. So a win like this tonight, it just shows us that we can do it. Shows that we don't have no quit. That we're going to keep fighting until we can't fight anymore. So I'm just extremely proud of me and my teammates.
Maddie, Coach O has said numerous times she wants her teams playing their best basketball this time of the year. And both of you, do y'all think y'all are playing your best basketball right now?
For sure. I mean, in practices, just competing and really wanting it. I think we wanted it, really bad today. But just grit, and it just shows, the momentum that we have. We needed these types of games to carry us over, and yeah.
But just
Yeah. Do I think that we're at our best basketball? Honestly, no. I just feel like there's no ceilings.
Right.
There's no there. I feel like we show peaks of it. We show certain moments where we're playing really great basketball, but I feel like the world hasn't seen it yet. But it's coming. It's coming, and we're gonna keep working and keep competing and keep finishing out these games strong.
For both either y'all, kind of big picture of the rest of these 4 games of the regular season, what this win today kind of still sets up everything y'all want to do. What does it say to this team that with everything y'all kind of had to adjust and overcome with this year? What does it kind of say that y'all are still in this position?
Well, we talk about it a lot, but we've really been showing it these last 2 games. It's just the no quit, the not giving up. We've had many different situations happen throughout the season, times where we could have quit, times we could have put our head down, times we could have make excuses, but, our coaching staff, all the people around us, they don't allow us to. Some days we come in there pouting and they run it out of us, so, that's just what we have to do moving forward is just continue to have each other's back, like I said, continue to just compete together. When we're together, when we're as one, I don't believe there's anybody that can stop us, so we're just going to continue to grow together.
For either of you, we keep hearing the word toughness the last couple of weeks. What does that mean for y'all when you put it into practice?
Our coach is tough. Coach O is tough. That's what that means. We're a reflection of our coach, So and sometimes we struggle a little bit showing exactly how tough she is, but today showed it. The last 2 games showed it. Our coach is tough, and she tells all the time not to quit, So we made sure not to quit, So yeah.
This was an 8-point game with about 6.5 minutes left. You guys take a timeout. I believe it's a 6-point game. What is that conversation that you can give us on the sideline?
Yeah, just really locking in the energy. We're fine. We're okay. And to not quit, to just keep going. We were in the position last game, so just to continue to fight. They're gonna go on runs, and we understood that. And I think we're just trying to get our energy up just to finish out the game. So, yeah.
Kennedy, 11 rebounds, 6 of them offensive rebounds. But was there anything you were seeing with the box outs, or just how big were those offensive boards, and can that come back and then finishing it off in overtime?
Yeah, they were big. I knew they weren't going to box me out. That's just I knew the scout well. But just doing anything it takes for us to win the game, and that was huge for us. We really needed that score and then a stop right after. So it was huge. I mean, I'm gonna do whatever it takes for the team to win, and vice versa with everyone. So, yeah.
Any other questions?
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Hotty toddy.